Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ACW Newscast. I am Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator, as always. We have some news on Genesis. We have the final wrap-up of the Elite Tournament 2011. We also have a lot of other things here for you in between here on this special day, November 11, 2011. First of all, before I start anything, before I say anything, before I get into any other details, I just want to wish all our veterans, our military veterans, whether you're in the Navy, Army, Marine Force, the Air Force, whether you have been a veteran during war or during peace, whether you're in the reserve or whether you are touring worldwide, we would like to thank all our veterans here today on Veterans Day. We would like to thank you for your service, for your determination, and we'd like to thank you for all you have done for us to keep our respective country as safe as possible, as free as possible. And here from the United States, we would especially like to thank those that are really suffering right now, coming back from countries now facing a crucial unemployment rate, and also other struggles, having to find a job, having to get education, past military. We would all like to thank heroes fallen and alive today. We would all like to thank our veterans for keeping us safe. We'd like to thank our veterans for keeping our freedom of democracy intact. So happy Veterans Day to those that do deserve it, and it is your day today. For those that know a veteran, those that are related to a veteran, that know a friend that's a relative, what have you, just say thank you. Just take 3 seconds of your time to say thank you for all you've done for us. Just, send them a letter, send them whatever you want. Just thank your veterans today. It's a special day for them, and they deserve to be recognized, each and every single one of them. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, from ACW Anime Championship Wrestling, and from me, myself, Hakeem Johnson, we just thank you, veterans, for everything you've done. And we hope to thank a lot more as the future comes our way. So with that said, we're going to dive into the ACW Elite Tournament of 2011. It is now down to 2 people, and ironically, it's 2 people that have a rivalry that stands within time. It'll be Ryu going one-on-one against Sagat. Sagat debuted here on ACW through this tournament, and Ryu is the favorite to win this tournament. You think I'm lying? Well, let's look at the poll here that I posted on the website here. The question was asked here, who will be the Elite Tournament winner in 2011 between Ryu and Sagat? With 8 votes total, Ryu won this hands down. 88%, which means he got 7 votes, and opposed to 13% for Sagat, which was 1 vote. So a lot of people think that Ryu is going to win this tournament, that Ryu is going to be the king of the elite for 2011, and only time will tell. I will say this: the ACW finals, the ACW Elite Tournament finals will be posted tomorrow. That means Saturday, November 12th of this year. It will be posted. So before you plan on going out that night, or we plan on watching Pacquiao and Marquez, which I will get to in a minute, the ACW Elite Tournament Finals of 2011 will be posted on YouTube and Book TV tomorrow, November 12th. So just be on the lookout for that, and you'll finally see who is your 2011 ACW Elite Tournament winner. And it's been a great tournament. You guys have been there with us for the whole remainder. You guys have been there for the whole time during this tournament, and we just like to thank you guys for watching this tournament. We'd like to thank you guys for showing support, and we know that we have a lot of fans. I could have sworn during this tournament, while we were doing this tournament, our fans and our subscribers and our fan base was growing during the time. Some new viewers of the promotion and some old viewers again. So we just like to thank you guys for just sticking out with us, just being there for us, and just always never give up on us. Again, without you guys, we wouldn't even be here. That's just the God's honest truth. So I'm going to just look at a couple of comments you guys have sent us during our time absence. Let's see, Adria Barre for the Newscast 21. The last time was, good to have ACW back. You have my support. If you don't mind, I have a couple of storylines that you can consider if you want. It's really for mid-carders. If you want to hear any of them, give me an inbox. Thanks for reading and keep up the good work. Well, thank you for the appreciation and the compliments. I will say this, though. All our ACW storylines from here on out till Animania 3 next year, they've all been settled. So I appreciate the offer, but we already have our storylines locked and set between now and Animania 3, and you guys will love it. You guys will love the things that we have planned for ACW next year and this year. I'm telling you this right now because I firmly believe that some of these storylines that we have planned, there could be some of our best work that we've done in a long while, and that's saying something since we've done a lot of great stuff for ACW, from the X-Play storyline to Elwood Elric's rise to the top, to Animania, to a lot of questions that need to be answered when we come back, as you already know. So, again, we already have our storylines locked, but we thank you for your offer. We thank you for your concern. Let's see. Now I'm going to go into my channel comments because I actually do have a lot of them. I'm not going to read all of them because there's a lot of them, but I'm going to try to read. I'm going to try my best. Let's see. Dark Knight 777R has 4 questions for me, which I'll just read. Number 1, bring back the Teen Titan characters, please. At least just bring Terra and Beast Boy. And also continuing the question, since there is no DX, Naruto should wear his Shippuden attire, and both Naruto and Gohan need a badass entrance song. I suggest rap for Gohan and a nice rock song for Naruto. Again, thank you for the suggestions. As for the Teen Titans characters, there's a reason why I phased out of bringing any Teen Titans characters, or the ones I have left are starting to phase out. There's a reason why I did all that, and you will find out when Excel and Impulse return that you'll see more of that. Just giving you a heads up right now. Everything will be explained as to why I did the things I did. Number 2, is Akuma dark and mysterious like the Undertaker from ACW? I think he meant WWE, but Akuma's Akuma. You know, he's always been dark and mysterious. So I guess if we're making a comparison with the Undertaker, that is a good comparison to make. But as you'll see in our return of ACW, we have a few plans for Akuma that will be explanatory. And the same for the third question. For the return of ACW, are you going to make Aang bald? We have updated some attire. We have updated some attires for certain wrestlers from Excel and Impulse that you will see when we return. So you'll get your answer when you see the return of ACW with Genesis and whatnot. Is the ACW shows, not mega events, sticking to 1 hour, and also you should have a schedule: Impulse on Fridays, Excel on Saturdays, and Click Review on Sundays. Now, first of all, the ACW pay-per-views from now on will be called mega events, not Click Reviews, because I mean, Click Reviews are always every show that you view when you click it, right? So it wouldn't make sense. So they're mega events from now on. But as for the time constraint, normally ACW mega events are 2 hours, 2.5 hours if needed, and then any Animania we do would be 3 hours or even 3.5 hours, close to 4 hours. So with ACW mega events, they normally are 2 hours, and as for the ACW shows like Excel and Impulse, yes, they are normally an hour. Sometimes they'll be less than an hour. Sometimes it'll be less than an hour. At the least, it would be 45 minutes. And then sometimes it will be more than an hour. At the most, it would be an hour and 15. It wouldn't be an hour and 30. So normally the ACW show time constraints would be an hour. Sometimes it'll be 45 to 50 minutes. Sometimes it'll be a minute and 5 to a minute. An hour and 5 to an hour and 10 minutes. It depends on the content of that particular show. It depends on the content of that particular show. And as for the schedule, I'm not really good on schedules, as many old school fans of ACW know. I'm not good at a schedule. If I stick with one schedule, that means I'm going to have so much pressure into posting this, and this. I just post them whenever I get the chance to post them. I will say this, that we are going to be more strict with how we post things this time around than we have in the past. So, like, I've already finished 5 shows of Excel and 2 shows of Impulse. I've already done Genesis, and I've even done the pre-show for Genesis. I've done the pre-show of Genesis, and I've done Genesis. I was done with those a month ago. So I'm obviously working hard to get everything set up for the return of ACW. So even though it's December 11th when I'm going to post Genesis, Genesis was already finished. It was finished a month ago. It just depends on when I'm going to I have to wait now till the date so I can publish it to you guys. But yeah, I'm not good at schedules. That's why I never had a certain day that certain shows need to be posted, but I will be more strict on how I can post shows to you guys. And we are actually, like I said, we're going to be more interactive. You guys are going to be more interactive with the brand ACW than ever before, and we will explain more on that detail as more projects and more news come out during newscast episodes. Let's see here. Looking for another one. Brian in Range 96, he has a lot of comments. I'll just read this one though. Will there be a Great Saiyaman storyline? First of all, again, like I said, the storylines have been set throughout now in Animated 3. But again, even if I did, it wouldn't make sense because Gohan just turned heel. He just stabbed Naruto in the back to win the ACW Impulse Championship. He pretty much was Bobby Roode before Bobby Roode did Bobby Roode. So it wouldn't make sense to do a Great Saiyaman storyline. And also, I was never a fan of the Great Saiyaman storyline myself when it was in Dragon Ball Z. I thought it did a great disservice to Gohan. I mean, being the son of Goku, you have to be pretty badass. And for the Great Saiyaman to pretty much devalue that badassery, I just wasn't a fan of it. Death Damon on 3000, the owner of UCCW. And by the way, I'm going to just give you a quick shout out. If you guys have not seen the UCCW and TNAX Super Smash Brothers Super Show, I think they had just this past week, go watch it right now. Like really watch it right after this newscast because it's pretty good. I mean, it's really some good stuff in there. You guys should give more car promotions a chance. But he said, thank you for subscribing to my channel. And obviously, you're welcome. I love the things that UCCW does. I love the things TNXA does. I like the things NCA does. I like SCAW still, even though I have some complaints about it, which I will get to on another ACW Newscast episode maybe. SMF, I'm just waiting for when that's over, but I'm still watching that. I'm just UWO. I'm concerned as well. So. I'm just watching, so I'm trying to keep up still with my with some promotions out there for the CAW leagues. So I'm not sleeping on them. I'm really still watching them. And by the way, I'm gonna also give another shout out. If you haven't seen NCA Colossal Tesla, go watch that also. Whenever you get the chance, it's a good mega event for NCA, probably their best yet. So maybe I'm just a sucker for Royal Rumbles. So. Or let me say Colossal Tesla, or else I'll get played for it too. But I'm just sucking for Colossal Tesla like matches, so maybe their best mega event yet. So congrats to NCA for a good mega event, a great mega event actually. Like I said, Genesis has been finished. Genesis is finished. I'm just waiting for December 11th to come so I can post it. The deal is that I will post the Elite Tournament Finals tomorrow. And then in 2 weeks' time, I will post the pre-show, and then the next week I should be able to be posting the Genesis Mega event. And then the next week after that, that's when Excel and Impulse return. So that's the plan for now, pretty much. And finally, before I sign off from the newscast, tomorrow actually is going to be Manny Pacquiao going one-on-one against Juan Miguel Marquez. It will be the third installment to the trifecta of great fights, and I don't doubt that this will be a great fight either. I'll say Pacquiao's going to be. I think Pacquiao will win it. It won't be. I don't think it'll be a knockout per se, but he'll go. They'll both go to 12 rounds, and Pacquiao will win it. I think because I think Pacquiao, although not a great counter punch fighter, he is a quick, skilled fighter, and he's grown a lot more as a complete fighter right now than he was in 2008 or even 2003 when they had their first match. So, and also, if anyone doesn't know, May 5th, Mayweather and Pacquiao is supposedly on for next year, May 5th, and I'll give you my opinions on those as the time rolls by. But Lord knows, it'll probably get switched or canceled off, which would suck. But the power of the money, I assume. So Pacquiao will win tomorrow, and it should be a great fight to end their trifecta of great fights. So there you go. So ladies and gentlemen, that'll be it for the ACW Newscast 22. I am Hakeem Johnson, And I will see you on the next newscast. Once again, happy Veterans Day to our veterans. We love you guys. Thank you for protecting this country. And just have a great day today. And everyone else, have a great day. See you soon. Stay cool. Stay cool.